Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark he went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which he himself fed. Until it was perfect. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead. Intrepid as ever. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role. Ah, I had an inkling that was one of your main motivators. Delighted to see it confirmed. You're welcome to give it your best shot, of course. It's just that, well, the man has proven to be more or less resilient to death, which is not the only obstacle you're likely to face. I already did. If, through the dark, you go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed. Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you'll have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it. Consider no other course of action. I'd never think us allies, Oathbreaker. Perish the thought, and the devil too, if you be so kind. You have it in you to author a thrilling finale, if you heed this warning. Do not underestimate this opponent. At best, you will have the blink of an eye to strike. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds, for they are distinctly in its favor. That much I owe the bastard to concede.
Wait. Before you go, I have a proposal of my own.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business, devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
It's something of great importance to your master. But is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I can give you all the gory details, and I will, once the beast that lurks below is vanquished and sent back to the hells. Then we have an understanding. I look forward to our next meeting. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite.
Best foot forward.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? I'd trust a devil over a vampire any day. I think he likes us. Am I not the very definition of careful?
You know, sigils. Attempts to restrain Lady Shah's power, perhaps. Failed attempts. I was hoping you'd come to chat.
Tyrell, Minthara, whoever you are, leave. I shall
Bodies everywhere, yet not a drop to drink.
Empty too.
Has to be a
Watch
reason.
yourself. I spy
There
a
has to
trap.
be a reason I came to be here.
Trap. So much for a warm welcome. Careful. There are traps about.
Ketheric Thorm at the helm of the Sharon army. Volo himself couldn't have written a better twist.
Watch yourself. I spy a trap.
Ketheric Thorm grieving his daughter. He'd have been devastated. Moonrise Towers looks like. Quite a beauty back in the day. That's no mere disc. It's a lift. I found the way forward.
The Gauntlet of Shah. I can't believe it. I can't believe we found the Dark Lady's sacred crucible. I know. I can scarcely believe it's real. But I saw it with my own eyes. Felt the polished stone walls raised in Lady Shah's honor. Normally, it would not be for me to pursue becoming a Dark Justiciar without a superior's command. But this is different. My lady wanted me to find this place. I know it. Overwhelming. Worship of Lady Shah is usually discreet by nature. Her holy sites have to be modest, well hidden. But that place... I never knew such grandeur had been built in her honor. The Gauntlet of Shah is no ordinary temple. It is the highest test of the Dark Lady's faithful, to judge if they are worthy of becoming a Dark Justiciar. The gauntlet has double meaning. It speaks of the ordeals to be overcome, and of the armor-clad fist of Lady Shah that would embrace the worthy. Survive the crushing gauntlet, and be embraced by the Night Singer at its very core. The old ways were lost over time. Now some claim the rank simply by killing a single saloon knight. But before, they were a true elite. Many would attempt the trials, but few would succeed.
I feel the weave growing more distant by the moment. We walk Shah's path now. Best we don't spend too long in her shadow.
This temple certainly is grand. Well, it's a rundown bearing the weight of centuries sort of grand, which is my favorite kind, incidentally.
I've explored Shah's temples before, but never one quite so funereal.
Shah's warriors must not be caught, must not be tricked. Only loss awaits their
Trap.
No
So
earthly
much
voice.
for a warm welcome.
I think the Lady Shah speaks to us.
Trap. So much for a warm welcome.
I wonder what the next move is. Can't afford to stay idle.
Welcome, child. Follow my voice and prove your worth.
I do like it down here. It's nice. Homey.
You do not belong here.
Your mind upends. Somehow, in the decayed soup of this creature's brain, a tadpole lives. Another presence nurtures it, manipulates it like a puppet.
No, you do not belong. This is the Dark Lady's house. She has no use for old, faithless bones.
You plunder.
You meddle!
You upset my plans. Leave.
Zrel lacks imagination.
Zerel lacks faith. Zrel lacks in many ways, but I do not. Leave before... Huh? Stupid worm-infested cockhead! You have awoken the shadows! My forces are split. The defenses are thin. Rally on me. A wall of bone and blade against the darkness. Now!
Why did Lady Shah's dead attack? Am I being tested?
Slaughter's path. Let me recite their demise.
This is my time. Let my enemies fall.
What now?
Lovely day.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Sharp as ever.
Lady Shah.
An empty notch.
So many
Time to
must
find
have
what
toiled
fits.
to make a visage so grand. It's beautiful.
On the altar is an inscription. Brave the gauntlet of your Lady Shah, surmount her trials, and rise a dark justiciar.
The Gauntlet of Shah. This place is legendary. Even with half my memories locked away, I still remember the stories. The Dark Lady's finest warriors arose from this place. Now I'm here.
There are recesses on the altar that look intended to house something. Another such receptacle already contains a gemstone.
In order to join Lady Shah's elite, you had to pass her trials, then make a sacrifice in her innermost sanctum. One revealed only when you've proven yourself. Very few made it that far. I've dreamed of this place. This is my destiny. I must complete the trials. Thank you. If I become a Dark Justiciar, I'll have Lady Shah's highest blessing and her arsenal at my disposal. This will be good for all of us. Let's explore.
shadows are my pride and joy. I shall kill you for attacking them. Hot blood and bluster, but perhaps I can use you. Stinking pile of ogre afterbirth! The quakes herald the shadows. They found me.
Ah, the interloper. And in one piece as well. Not just any true soul would have succeeded in following my path through this place. You should be pleased. I take it the breaking of my skeletons was an accident. The living are so clumsy after all. Ah, you're a leech. Interesting. But there's always room for improvement when it comes to the flesh. My creations are more than a sum of their parts. General form? Rubbish. Everything is at hand here. Z'rell merely envies the General's faith in me. I am in the midst of a grand strategy. But you're here now. and I may be able to put those limbs to work. You know what's at stake here, I take it. General form to you, but yes, recovering the relic is the crux of it. He commands, and I, his humble servant, fulfill that command, while you, an infinitely more humble servant, fulfill my command. I will put you to work as a scout. Fine, if it'll spare me your bleating. The relic lends the general his strength, his invulnerability. It must be recovered before his enemies attempt to exploit it. I do not need you or your help, but you are here in spite of that, so I may as well make use of you. The relic is close, but the way is barred and Shah's dead are uncooperative. Clear the path for me by blade, cunning, or whatever it takes. I will remain here until you have succeeded, or fallen.
I'd trust this gasbag about as far as I can throw him, which isn't far. But perhaps better to play along for now.
Fine. I will assign flesh to aid you on your way. Ring this bell, and he will come. My brother is no intellectual powerhouse, but he is strong, loyal, and punctual. Should a fight turn against you, remember the bell. Flesh will remain here until called. But don't fear, he has very sharp hearing. I chose his ears myself. Now, get to work.
What a day. I could really use some shut-eye.
Nothing of value comes easy. Overcome my trials. Enter in my embrace.
I shall prove myself worthy, Lady Shah.